Daniel Jones starting at the new sombrero.
It comes down to this. Go to the 5, touchdown Giants! And the Giants win their first game of the season. What a performance by Daniel Jones. Pump from Jones, lugs to Gallman, wide open, and waltzes into the end zone. He's back, fires it to the end zone, caught by Thielen. Giants drops it 2 and 3. The Vikings 28, the Giants 10.
Let me tell you this, Giants Nation is in the house right now with this roundtable, except you actually won Super Bowls. Our next guest, a big fan of Danny Dimes and the Giants as well. You can catch his new show, Emergence, Tuesdays, 10 p.m. Eastern on ABC. We welcome Donald Faison to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Hold up, my brother. First of all, I'm sorry I couldn't be in attendance today, man.
I'm not taking offense. I'm not taking offense. It hurts a little, Stephen A.
I didn't mean it. I didn't know. I didn't know. But I gotta ask you this question. What the hell is going on? You trying to play for the Giants and stuff? You look real swole, bro. You look a little bit buff.
I'm in the gym a little bit nowadays.
You damn near look better. You damn near look bigger than Justin. I'm trying to get the weight up.
Stop it.
I'm 45 now. The cholesterol raised, so the weights had to go up too. So I'm now lifting weights and practicing mixed martial arts to stay in shape.
Yeah, you are. And you've been in the game for a minute.
I don't want no smoke either. I don't want no smoke.
No one wants anything.
You know what I was watching the other day, rewatching, and I forgot you were in it, Waiting to Exhale. You were just a young boy. It's on Amazon or Netflix now. Such a good movie.
It's a long
I
time
forgot
ago.
Donald was in that. But let's focus on the Giants. Do you feel like Daniel Jones is the guy? Are you convinced we have our quarterback and we can actually win with this man?
So far, so good. So far, so good. Even in the loss against Minnesota, he looked good. You know, he can throw the ball. He's mobile. He's agile. You know, he's everything that we need in New York right now.
He's all the aisles.
He's all the aisles. It'd be great if, you know, he had a run game right now. With both running backs out, it's kind of difficult. But so far, so good. You know, what's not good is the Giants' defense right now is really bad. They made Kirk Cousins look like he was Tom Brady this weekend, man. It's bad.
It's tough to watch.
Yeah, it was very difficult sitting here with you right now, Justin.
I do have a question for both you and Justin. I understand that Daniel Jones has looked all right. I get it. He looked good. You know, this week wasn't his fault. Minnesota's a better defense. They're a player-friendly defense. We get all that. But do y'all rave about Daniel Jones because of what you see? Or do you rave about him because he ain't Eli Manning, thank the good Lord, meaning the aging Eli Manning? Which one is it, fellas?
Right? It's a bit of both, isn't it? Let's be honest. Look, what we were seeing from Eli the last couple of years was not good football. You know what I mean? With someone like Odell Beckham Jr., you're supposed to win games, especially if you're known for having a great arm. And it wasn't good football. I wish we still had Odell now and see what happens. You know what I mean? With Saquon, Odell, and Jones, we could have been. It could be real nice. Maybe we would have won that game. I wish Danny Jones would have started at the beginning of the season instead of Eli. Let's be honest. But you got to give, you know, Eli at one point was New York City. He was a big part of New York City.
You know what I'm thinking, Justin, about the Giants even later in this season? The offensive line is way better than it was.
Sure.
You look at what Christian McCaffrey is doing. You know what Saquon is? Saquon is a souped-up Christian McCaffrey. Even Christian McCaffrey say, yeah, Saquon's a souped-up me, right? The Giants, now that they have a quarterback who can throw and is mobile and is young, hasn't taken the hits yet, with that kind of running game, play action, whatever you want to do, what's that going to do even for Daniel Jones when Saquon gets back?
Well, listen, I'll answer, you know, the question at hand. It's both, like you said. It's looking at Daniel Jones, you can see now what Gettleman and the team saw to warrant a top 6 pick. His arm talent is obvious. His mobility is obvious. And given the fact that, you know, Eli is on the last legs of his year. He's not mobile. He can't do the things that he did previously. I think given the talent that we have around our team and what we need from a quarterback standpoint, Daniel Jones is perfect for us because I've seen him escape plays where O-line break down and so on and so forth that Eli most likely would not have been able to do. He's been able to prolong plays and make plays down the field after escaping, pressure from an D lineman, which Eli can't do anymore.
What can Saquon do for him this year?
So adding into the fact that he can get outside the pocket and be dangerous, and that obviously adds in another element that Sherman and the offense can incorporate. But Saquon, listen, I agree with you. Saquon is the best back in the league. He can do it all. We have to find ways to uniquely get him the ball because, as you know, defenses are keying on him and going to try to take him away from us. Now that Daniel Jones is implemented, hopefully we'll see our wide receivers catch balls.
That's right.
Because he's put balls there, and you saw that with Eli. We had some troubles with the drops.
Everybody's hurt. We're going to have no Shepard. We're going to have no Ingram against the Patriots.
At the end of the day, I have never subscribed to that this guy's hurt. If you got a jersey on, you're a professional. How hard is it? You caught balls from most of these guys from Pop Warner on. You have the talent to do so. Step up and do it. Don't give me this excuse about injury here, injury there. You on the team. You getting paid to play.
But you can't win football games just on one side. They need defense.
100%. I agree 100% with you. Our defense is not what. Normally, when you think about the Giants, that's the first thing you think about.
Absolutely.
The Harry Carsons, the Lawrence Taylors, the Michael Strahans, so on and so forth. Them guys.
What is it? Is it lack of talent or is it coaching? What's the deal?
I don't know. I just feel like everyone keeps saying, like, oh, Justin, you look like you can play. Come back. We're not coming back through those doors.
Right.
So for all those guys that are in that locker room right now, getting prepared to go play one of the best teams in the history of football. Listen, right. 91, 92, 72, whatever number you want to say, we're not coming through those doors. They better figure it out because the Giants are down right now, and everybody's trying to kick them. There ain't going to be nobody's helping you. So if I'm going to say anything to those guys, I'm saying encourage each other, play for each other. Listen, this is not a playoff caliber team. So all my New York fans, sorry. But what they are doing, they're building things the right way, I think. Give Gettleman time. And I'm not saying get him a lot of time,
I don't think we were
he's
going
done the
into
right
the
things.
season thinking we were going
to there's some fans out there that thought, oh, yeah, we're here. We got this. We got a better O-line. We got some upgrades on defense.
No.
Yeah.
Not right now. 2 years from now, though, it's
I did say
now it's going down.
Listen, we do. But I think what we've done the last 2 years is what we did previously. We started to build this team back through the draft. That's what you have to do. We haven't made huge plays in free agency if you look at the history of the Giants. We did it through the draft. Jerry Reese, early in his career, did that. I think Gettleman is getting back to that.
Yeah, Jerry Reese had a whole bunch of bad drafts. I mean, by the way, any football team in the NFL, if you have like 4 or 5 bad drafts in a row, guess what? You're going to be terrible. You're going to be terrible. They draft guys who none of them are on the team anymore.
Zero.
Those are terrible drafts. And you look at teams who draft well, like the Eagles, like the Cowboys. They're excellent teams, or at least rising powers, because they have guys in place, and hopefully Gettleman hits on picks. He hit, it looks to me, like with the number 6 pick, which was a gutsy call.
Yeah.
Guys like me coming out, killing him over it, but he looks like he was right about Daniel Jones.
Well, listen,
I'm sorry, but in the past, we didn't really know what we needed because we thought Eli was going to step up. So let's look for other pieces and everything like that. Now, we at least know what we need next year. We know that we need some type of defense next year. You know what I mean? We got a running back. We got a quarterback. Let's put some people on the defensive line.
Donald, Justin, do y'all agree with Gettleman's decision to let go of Odell Beckham Jr.?
I'll take this one first. I do. I do. And I think it was good for both. I think he became such a polarizing figure in New York and in the locker room that it was good for both of them. I think, let me just make sure everybody understands this. I'm not critical of Odell. I think Odell has the right passion as far as all that kid really wants to do is win. I wish I could talk to him and get him to understand that there's a right way to utilize that passion to bring people along. He is an elite athlete. He's an elite superstar in this league. And what most of those players are able to do is take that talent, take that passion, and bring kids up with him, bring the team up with him. I don't think he's learned how to do that yet, and I'm not necessarily faulting him for that. He came into New York City and had one of the most explosive starts to anybody that ever played the game, and I just feel like he hasn't had the right leadership around him to show him how to utilize his talent to make the team around him better.
Justin, you bring up where Stephen A. brought up Odell, and you've mentioned that about Odell. There were 2 guys from the Giants teams. You were part of one of them. that were elite guys at their position. And once the Giants moved on from them, they won 2 Super Bowls. Jeremy Shockey, tight end, and Tiki Barber at running back. Maybe they weren't Odell, but they were very, very good players.
For sure.
And was there a similar dynamic there where moving on from those star guys at skills positions actually helped the team in some way?
In a lot of cases, and it's unfair to Jeremy because he was a part of the first Super Bowl team.
Sure.
He just got hurt.
He just was hurt, yeah.
He got hurt. But I think a lot of times what gets people excited is this explosive play from whatever position you want to call it. Wide receiver, quarterback, blah, 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 blah. I've actually found more success on just having 53 guys that pull the rope the same way. Because every team has talent. But if you got 3 guys over here saying, oh, we need to do this, and we got 5 guys over here saying we need to do this, how are you going out and beating a team of 11, call it 22 guys on the field pulling the rope the same way?
I just don't understand why we always have this problem with receivers. How come it's always the receiver that's the polarized? What
is the deal with that?
What is this
Home
about?
run hitters.
What is that?
What is this about?
Do they want to be the quarterback or something? Like, what's the psyche?
There's a 4-letter word that starts with D that comes to mind, but I won't say it. I won't say it. I love my receivers, man. God bless you guys.
But why? Come on, y'all. Get it together.
Right.
Everybody else is on the same page, and we got one person. It's always one person, the star receiver, that is messing up.
Are you
But
saying
it's
that?
interesting to hear you say you thought it was the right move for both
parties.
to
100%.
separate.
Are you saying they're divas? Because the 4-letter word that begins with D is diva, just for the record.
Yeah.
That's
Are you
exactly what he
saying-
meant.
I just want to be clear
Am I
about that.
saying?
Yeah.
No.
Are you
what
saying-
I'm
no, I'm
saying
saying, are you
is there's
saying
a
that-
4-letter word that starts with D. That's what I'm saying.
Well, there are others also. I just want to be
I'm
very
just saying.
Well, yeah. All right, let's leave it on that note. Justin, Donald, thank
Can
you
I say
so
one
much for
thing
being
before we
here.
leave?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Kobe. You all grown up. My son turned 18 today.
I'm just
He's
a little
18.
upset.
Happy birthday.
Kobe Allen Faison, happy birthday, boy. I love you.
Happy
Happy
birthday, Kobe.
birthday to
And
your
I'm just
son.
upset that we don't have the great Stephen A. sitting beside us. I know you're a big time
My
guy.
bad,
You're
my
running
bad,
all
man.
over the country and the world.
I'm sorry,
listen,
man. Come
We miss
on,
you,
man.
Stephen A.
Big
Donald,
time.
we're not big
Man.
enough. We're not big
Kind of
enough.
big
I know
time
what it
Denver.
is.
That's not
Now,
true.
Look at that.
I'm not Lil Wayne. I get it,
It's okay.
Stephen A.
It's all right. It's fine. It's
I'm
fine.
not Michael B. Jordan. I
y'all,
get it,
man.
Stephen A.
Okay.
I owe
We
y'all,
get it.
man.
You big
I owe
time
y'all.
guy,
My
man.
bad,
You know what
my
he's saying?
bad.
He's Stephen A.
My
Smith,
bad.
not Stephen B. Smith. That's
Right,
right.
Yeah.
I'm saying it right. I get it.
All right. Well, we're out here in New York.
My
You guys
bad.
can
I'm
come back
sorry, man.
anytime.
I'm going to make this up to y'all. I'm going to make this up to
Something a
y'all.
little sharp in there, right?
It's unfair to come to somebody's house and they don't even greet you.
Right.
Man, I'm a Southern guy, man.
Next time he'll be here. When we come
Southern
back,
hospitality.
Jason Garrett.